Welcome y'all to another one-up guided tour. We're looking at puzzle 402, that 8x8 release this very evening, and we're just going to load her up and get started. Now we're talking about looking at topography, specifically the segmentation in these puzzles, to help us know where to start, to look for short interlocking segments like we have in the center here. And that's sort of common. If you have a lot of multi-segmented lines, you'll end up with things in the center like that. But what I really want to talk about are tandem segments. If you'll notice, while there's 5 open lines, those 3 segmented lines are really highly segmented. In fact, we have just a ton of segments, but none of them is greater than size 4. And when you have a lot of same length or nearly same length tandem segments that are in tandem, I call them tandem segments because you solve them that way, because they share such scope that you can basically pigeonhole or you treat them like a baseline without even looking at the unbroken segments. And I'll show you what I mean. Looking here at C1, this has to be 1, obviously. Skip every unbroken segment and you're left with these 2. They had to be 2 and 3. Those are the only things left below 1 and 4, and we know that that's a 3 and that's a 2. Now we have a pair here, and we can just split those apart, just like we have a pair here, and we can split those apart. I'm going to ignore the top because I want to complete these 2 lines in one go here. And then we have a 2 and a 3. Might as well snag this 1, and this is a 1, and this is a 4. And 1, 3, and 4 makes this a 2 and a 1 and a 2, and this is a 3. And so we've done pretty good for the start. Let's turn and look at some more tandem segments. Like this 1 and this 2 here are in this line, and the next segment piece there is this, and that makes that a 3, that a 1, and that's a 2. All right, let's look at this little segment here. We know that's got to be a 3, a 2, and a 1. And we're left with this one, and see this segment here has got to be 2 and 3, and we know this is 3, and this is got to be the 1 and the 4. Now over here, this tandem segment's a 2 and a 1, and our very last tandem segment all the way over here is a 1, a 3, and a 2. And now we've done them all. There are no more segments on the whole thing. Everything's unsegmented lines. Let's knock them out. This row needs 4, 7, and 8. Well, there's 4 and 7, and that leaves us a 7, 4 pair. We'll do it like that, 7 and 4, which gives us a 7, 8 pair. Well, we know that. Over here we have a 5, 6 pair. Can pretty much do that. And this is a 5, 8 pair, so that's an 8 and a 5. Down here, 7 and a 6 pair. That's a 7 and a 6. Over here's a 4 and a 5 pair. Easy enough to do. Over here's 7 and 8. That's our 7, that's our 8. We're left with an 8, 6 pair, and they must go like this. And that's how you solve 1UP 402, or one way to do it. Focusing on just the segmented lines when they have such overlapping ranges is a really quick way to solve these puzzles. On the other hand, if our givens weren't all the low numbers that they were, if we were given lots of 8s and 7s, it would have been quicker probably to solve the unsegmented lines first, or at least 8s and 7s and 6s, and reduce the pool that way. Anyway, if you had problems or questions with the puzzle, I hope this video helped you. Let me know. If you still have questions, leave a comment. I'll try and help that way. Like if you like it, share, subscribe, spread the word. As far as I know, we're the only channel doing revised paths. Everyone else is doing first runs, and that's great, but they'll make mistakes and you'll learn mistakes, and that's not what we do here. We get past the first run, do several revisions, get it fast and efficient, and then we try and teach the logic of it so you can solve it more efficiently yourselves on your next first run. Anyway, I hope this video helped. Again, we'll see you again on another evening, maybe tomorrow, for the end of the week puzzle. Thanks. Bye.